Alright, welcome back everyone. So today we're going to be looking at Samsung, specifically some of their new foldable phones. We're going to be looking at some of the recent stats into these new flagship phones, and then look at the performance of the Samsung stock and try to evaluate whether or not this company is over or underperforming. Now for those new to the channel, I focus on dividend growth, crypto and all other types of investment topics. If that interests you, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And for today's video, I'm going to be setting a like goal count of 39, so 39 thumbs up. All you have to do is click that now and we'll be well on our way to match or even surpass our like goal. And so the ticker symbol that I have on the screen is SMSN. It lives on the London Stock Exchange, but it's priced in USD. And if we look at the performance of the last year, we can see that there is this downtrend taking place. And in the last month alone, we've had a significant drop, all the way from $1,816 to the current price of $1,576. Now, given that I am a holder of this company, a very small amount at the moment, it actually took me by surprise to see a return of negative 11.4%, especially given the recent news of their new release, so the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now you'll probably remember that we had two other iterations previously, Fold 1 and Fold 2. Some of the changes that we have here is that the phone is smaller in dimensions, is now water resistant, but don't take it swimming with you, it's just surface level resistance. It's not dust proof, so that is the big killer of these types of foldable phones. And the screen itself is 30% more stronger, so that enables you to use the S Pen as an accessory device, but you still want to be careful, especially around that bezel area. These phones are not built to last for the long term. But even so, if we look from the Fold 1 all the way to the Fold 3, a lot of improvements have taken place already. There's a discount on the US store at the moment, so that's selling at $999. But I would argue that even more exciting is the Galaxy Z Flip 3. And so for those of you who were born during the period of flip phones, you'll remember where the top level was a screen and the bottom was a keyboard. Having a flip phone works really well with this type of design, and I would argue that this type of design would fit in really well with the current phone ecosystem. And so just to get some initial numbers on how the flip phones are performing, to date we only have pre-order figures because the device hasn't been shipped to the end user at the moment. But we can see that we currently have a pre-order performance close to 500,000, so that combines both devices, the Fold 3 and the Flip 3. And this figure is expected to reach over 600,000 units combined, so that is the time until we can actually ship these phones out. And it's also called out here that this only represents pre-orders for carrier-locked units, so there's a large demand out there for unlocked units. The expectation is another 200,000 devices, so 800,000 devices for pre-order is the estimated figure here. Now if we compare that to what we had for the Fold 2 just a year ago, there was a pre-order of 80,000 units. So this is a 10 times increase. And to try and paint a broader picture here, we can see that the foldable smartphones are actually selling better than the Samsung conventional flagship series. And so if we look at the likes of the Galaxy S21, pre-orders for the Flip and Fold combined have reached double to what the Galaxy S21 reached. And it's also 1.5 times higher compared to that of the Galaxy Note 20 series. And interestingly, the younger demographics out there are very keen to buy this foldable smartphone. Based on local carrier information, we can see that half of the Fold 3 pre-orders came from customers in their 20s to 30s. And then for the Galaxy Flip, it's an even higher percentage at 57%. And so there is a strategy put in place for Samsung, and it's to try and improve the devices and at the same time making them cheaper for the broader market adoption. So with the pre-order figures, this is looking great for the company. But equally for stockholders out there, I would suggest this is a great buying opportunity. Of course, Samsung has many different divisions out there, but when you look at the pre-order stats for the Fold and the Flip, combining that with the fact that there's very few companies, probably a handful out there, that are working with foldable display technology. And so with the mobile industry, which is one of the biggest sectors out there in terms of the profits for Samsung, the company is building out what is referred to as their moat. And this is important because as the company iterates on their foldable technology, they really are leaving the rest of the companies when it comes to this area here. And we know with any type of mobile company out there, even with the likes of Apple and Google, to a certain extent they are playing catch up. Now, of course, not everyone is going to go out there and buy a flip phone, but for those that are, Samsung is the place to go. So for me, it goes without saying that I'm going to be purchasing more of this company. Combined with the current stock price, there are definitely buying opportunities out there. And if we just take a look at some of the other figures that are important for us, and so market cap of $500 trillion, they have a dividend yield of 4%, so that's a great number there. We can see that their profits for the last 2 years have been stable. If we look at the quarterly earnings, again from Q4 2020 to Q1 2021, very similar figures, net income of $7 trillion and a revenue of $65 trillion. So a really nice profit margin of over 10%. This is what you want to see in a company that is operating at such a large scale as Samsung does. Their debt to assets are extremely low as well, slightly over 29%. So from a figure standpoint, I really can't say anything negative here. The mobile sector is just one of many other types of sectors out there, but if we just take a look at the last 3 months alone, overall revenues increased 18%, and most importantly the net income as well, 45%. We can see that the tech and mobile sectors had an increase of 12%, the electronics area is 28%, and even the semiconductor segment of 8%. And so there isn't any sectors that are listed in this report summary that were negative. So a really strong company, one of which I should have brought more even when it was priced higher, but as I say, a great buying opportunity right now. And personally, I'm surprised that the stock hasn't gone to some of the all-time highs that we saw at the beginning of this year. And so thanks for watching everyone. If you haven't done so already, definitely hit that like button and subscribe. New videos are posted each week. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.